We're here for SCAC Media Days with Centenary Gents men's basketball coach Adam Walsh and senior James Sapp. He was the 2015 Player of the Year, first team last season. How are you guys doing?
James?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Feel good right now. Thank you.
Coach, we'll begin with you. How is preseason going? We're now in the month of November. We're 2 weeks away. You've got that scrimmage at ULM coming up.
Feel good. It's November, so it's definitely basketball season. Baseball finished last night, so we know it's time for us to play. That's good to know. We're excited about this season. You know, we're definitely enjoying the process, and it's been fun to come to work every day.
Okay, last season you guys were picked the favorite. The year before you kind of snuck up on teams to win the regular season and you got to the championship game. How has this team grown, especially because a lot of the nucleus from the past two seasons are still here? What have they learned from this past year's experience?
Oh, okay.
What have you learned?
Well, most of the guys that are still here, they were younger when we made that run a couple of years ago. So last year, being that we were put in a different position, it was a good learning experience. And this year, we're just learning how to focus on the things that we can control and making sure that we're as tight as we can be as a team first, and that way we can go compete against others.
I think it's a good balance of things that we've learned over the last few years. You know, we've definitely been competitive. Last year was definitely a disappointment, and a lot of adversity that we dealt with last year. But I think that we grew as a program from last year. I think we grew as individuals from last year, all the way around our entire program. And I feel like these last 3 years that we've had, you can go all the way back to us joining the conference. I feel like we've taken steps. You know, last year, obviously, we would like to have finished better than we did, especially with the preseason nod. But I think that last year was another little step for us to be able to understand and learn from what we went through and carry that over to where we are today in this year's journey.
Talk about the freshmen, how the freshmen and the newcomers, because you have non-freshmen that are coming in this year. Mm-hmm. How are they integrating with this team, and how's practice going with the newcomers and integrating them into Gents basketball?
Personalities have been an easy mix. Guys, the chemistry right now on our team is really good, really strong right now. I feel like the freshmen have jumped right in. From a competition standpoint, but also from a personality standpoint. That's a big deal for the guys to mix well and get along well in the locker room. I think our team chemistry is the best it has been since I've been the head coach here right now. And our upperclassmen deserve credit for that, but so do our newcomers, because it's been fairly seamless for the transition period that normally takes time, sometimes into the second semester, some years before guys really get comfortable. And I think we have 5 newcomers. I feel good about all 5. They all have roles right now, and they're all adjusting to college life, and I think they're doing a very good job at it.
James, before I talk to Coach about the schedule, what game on the schedule are you most looking forward to this season?
There's several. Of course, playing in the Central League Center is going to be big for this community, and that's exciting. But particularly, I enjoy going to play Trinity. I like the environment of San Antonio and their crowd and the history in that gym. I mean, it's a team that's really been the standard bearer in the conference over the last couple of years and decade. And I just love going there and being able to compete against that team and that coach.
Talk about the Century League game in December, being able to play at the Century League Center. I mean, we're NBA preseason games, and you'll have 4 Division I teams playing on the court after you from Louisiana.
Right. We're excited. I think as James said, it's a big deal for our community. We're blessed to be a part of this kind of showcase. Date the 3 games there. Shreveport-Bossier Sports Commission has done a good job to get this thing set up, and hopefully it's something that takes off in our community, and it's a way to get high-level basketball around more often. I was a part of one of our last games there where Centenary beat Texas Tech in the CenturyLink, and it was fun. It can be a really good environment, and I hope that we see that environment all day on Saturday, December the 17th, for our game and for the other 2 Division I games that are after us. I'm excited for our community to have that opportunity. Season as a whole, we open up at ULM. It's going to be a good test for us. We have them and Stephen F. Austin as Division I games. We're sprinkling in a few more ASC schools that we haven't played in a couple of years early. So I think we're going to have a challenging slate, both ASC and SAA, before we really get rolling with conference. And we're excited to be in the conference again and obviously have that slate in front of us. We've had some challenges over the last couple of years, and we're excited to be competing with everybody in our league.
Can you talk about you and Travion was sneaking up to you, and he finished second during conference play in rebounds. Can you just talk about that? A guard getting close to double-digit rebounding average, and have you been fighting over it in practice and whatnot for boards?
It's big for our team. That's something that we've wanted him to do. We want our guards to do, to be able to rebound, because it really helps our team, and then it's a testament to the type of athlete and competitor that he is. Now, in practice yesterday, it was a rebound or 2 that was going towards his direction, and I made sure I went over there and got it. I almost lost it out of bounds, but I want to let him know that it won't be an easy thing to do to get rebounds on. One of my favorite moments from last year was probably just the traveling that we did. So being able to go to up in Arkansas and be able to play in those games early on in the season, those were really a time for the team to bond and for us to kind of figure out how we're going to have the ball moving and things like that. So.
Finally, last question for both of you. If nobody's seen Centenary Gents basketball, what would you tell them, and why should they come out?
We're going to have fun this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of up and down, a lot of intensity, have you on the edge of your seats.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.